wanted to make a video because as a black woman, I'm appalled that the greatest entertainer to ever live is gone, and somehow to me gone out of the black conscious. Michael Jackson lives because a legend never dies. This video is for all my Michael Jackson fans worldwide. I'm pushing for the restoration of Neverland Ranch. I'm a native New Yorker, and on John Lennon's anniversary of his death, I don't go near the Dakota, 72nd and Central Park West. You know why? His fans come from worldwide to celebrate him. I love Vegas, stay in Vegas, and the next time I go to Vegas, I can go to the Shenandoah. Wayne Newton's home is now open to the public. Some of you probably don't know who he is or what he does, but he's an American hero. Couldn't wait to get to Memphis. It was actually on my bucket list for all this rich black history. While I was there, I decided I had to see Graceland. This place is a phenom. Last year, it surpassed Times Square as being the #1 tourist destination in the world. I went to Graceland, paid my money, and one of Elvis's fans called me a nigger. Yeah, real talk, but it was fabulous. Next time I go to London, I can go to Jimi Hendrix's flat. That is open to the public now as of 2015. Why, as an American in my country, having been the birthplace of the greatest entertainer ever, why can't we go to Neverland Ranch? Why has Neverland Ranch not been restored? Where can we go as Michael Jackson fans to celebrate him? Where can we go on the anniversary of his death to celebrate his birthday? In my opinion, it's because they do not want Michael Jackson to be any bigger than he was in life. Because even in death, he is still #1, the highest grossing post-mortem artist ever. To add insult to injury, Michael Jackson is reduced to a medley of songs being played on the anniversary of his death. He's reduced to Cirque du Soleil. And most damning, this man is still being referred to sometimes in the media as Wacko Jacko. And to anybody who believes or pretends that it's not about race, race plays a factor in every piece of the American fabric. If race didn't play a factor, then why today some of the biggest celebrities we've known are not referred to as anything damning from their past? Jerry Lee Lewis married his cousin at age 12. No one refers to him as a child molester. He is still lovingly and affectionately called one of the pioneers of rock and roll. John Lennon said most of his songs were odes to pot, as he said. That's a quote. We don't call him a pothead. John Lennon is referred to as one of the pioneers of rock and roll. Elvis Presley was called by the coroner a pincushion at the time of his death. Nobody calls Elvis Presley a dope fiend. Why do we allow the media to insult and further attempt to degrade the biggest entertainer the world has known and sometimes call him Wacko Jacko? And these things in Michael Jackson's past, has anyone forgot? So for all the people right now that's saying, but we're talking about a child molester here, do me a favor, go play in traffic. These things were proven false. These things, not by us, not by the Just Us system, but by the justice system, were proven false. But the media is very clever at letting you know exactly what they want you to know. Does anybody know this? Does anybody know that the first accuser, the man who started this ball rolling, killed himself, as he should have? He couldn't live with the guilt of attempting to bring down the greatest entertainer the world has known. No, because even right now, some of the biggest celebrities we celebrate today, their disgusting past is cleverly covered up by the media. So the media makes you totally aware of what they want to make you aware of. And I'm not just saying this because Michael Jackson can sing, can dance, the greatest entertainer in the world. I'm saying this for the human being Michael Jackson was, for the spirit he encompassed. Michael Jackson was put here on this earth for a short time to do what he did. His philanthropy efforts will never be matched. Never is always the wrong answer. His philanthropy efforts are unmatched as of today. And he didn't do it for show. I have a whole book here of Michael Jackson's philanthropy efforts. To this day, they are unmatched. Michael Jackson is a spirit that was put here on loan by God for a short time, and we must keep that spirit alive. I met a little boy who was 3 years old, Dominican. His parents had recently immigrated here from the Dominican Republic. They wasn't great Michael Jackson fans. They knew a couple of his songs. They said to me they couldn't understand why their son at 3 years old was a Michael Jackson fanatic. Cried for Michael Jackson. They had to put him on the TV, knew how to do the Michael Jackson dances. What do you think that is? That's the spirit that Michael Jackson was. For that reason alone, Michael Jackson needs to be celebrated. Michael Jackson's death shocked the world. Unlike any other entertainer, people committed suicide behind Michael Jackson's death. Times Square stood still. It was like the day after tomorrow. People were staring up at the Megatrons. People broke down into each other's arms. Michael Jackson was known in villages where they didn't have running water, where they didn't have electricity. Michael Jackson was known in places where they didn't even know what the USA was or where it was located on the map. Michael Jackson was known in villages where today they still live in huts. Michael Jackson was known in every little corner and crevice of this world. Today, that is still unmatched by any celebrity. And I'll say this about our great United States of America. If indeed America thought Michael Jackson had done anything wrong and violated any children, do you think Michael Jackson today would be playing on every television set, in every corporate ad and sponsor? If you turn on your TV today, you will hear Michael Jackson songs being played in every back-to-school commercial that I just heard from Target, Kohl's, JCPenney, Party City for Halloween. Would they do this for someone who abused children? No, America knows Michael Jackson did nothing but try to heal this world, starting with the man in the mirror. This has to be done now. I'm hearing in the news that some white man is attempting to purchase Neverland Ranch. I'm hearing in the news that Joe Jackson has had a stroke. I'll say it in Berry Gordy's words. Michael Jackson doesn't come along once in a generation. Michael Jackson doesn't come along once in a lifetime. Michael Jackson comes along once. All you celebrities who talk about how much you love Michael Jackson, let's see how much you really love Michael Jackson. I can't make a phone call. If I could reach out and call Janet, I would do it. If I could reach out and call Mr. or Mrs. Jackson, I would do it. But all you celebrities who talk about the great Michael Jackson, help me. Help this video to go viral. Pick up your phones. You got the numbers. Make a call. I'm calling you out, Neo. I'm calling you out, Usher. I'm calling you out, Beyonce. I'm calling you out, Missy Elliott. I'm calling you out, Justin Timberlake. I'm calling you out, Chris Tucker. I'm calling you out, Marlon Brando's son, Kiko, who stayed in Neverland's Ranch. Please help this to go viral. Help us to restore Neverland Ranch and have a place where we could come together with people who feel the same way we feel about our beloved Michael Jackson. I leave you with this. I challenge you, world. I challenge you, Americans. And I challenge all my Michael Jackson fans. Imagine this. A little boy grows up in Gary, Indiana, to become the greatest entertainer the world has ever known, to make it into the Guinness Book of World Records for his philanthropy efforts, to give millions upon millions from concerts to children all over this globe. And this little boy happened to pass an untimely death, and his name was Wayne Newton. His name was Johnny Cash. We'd have a Johnny Cash Street. We'd have a Wayne Newton block. We'd have a day to celebrate our American-born child. But his name is Michael Jackson. And we still need to make sure America does the same thing for our American-born Michael Jackson. Thank you guys for watching this video. It was truly near and dear to my heart. Please don't forget to rate, comment, thumbs up, and subscribe.